Hello, I am Dr. John Mayer. For over 25 years, I have been a nationally known expert on families and youth in crisis. Since August 2011, I am honored to be a part of a nonprofit organization, the Center for Ethical Youth Coaching. The Center's website is displayed on this video. The fall of 2011 has been a trying time in coaching, with reports of several tragedies involving child abuse. The media and the web are being flooded with the latest reports on these headline cases, editorial opinions, blog discussions, and other commentaries. What is missing is solid instructions to coaches on what to do if they find evidence of child abuse or if they witness child abuse. The mission of the Center for Ethical Youth Coaching is dynamic. We believe in taking action on conditions affecting sports and athletes. So in this video, we are detailing the action steps for a coach to take. The Center for Ethical Youth Coaching advises the following procedures for a coach to follow in the event that they witness or suspect an incident of child abuse. Now let's discuss the situations you may find yourself in. Let's talk about the procedures to follow in situations where you witness the abuse taking place. First, if a coach witnesses an act of abuse taking place, they should call 911 immediately. After calling 911, a coach should call out for help at the scene and continue to call out for help as loud as they can until the help arrives, the perpetrator stops, or the 911 call is responded to. If safe, verbally detain the perpetrator until the police arrive. Such statements as, "Stop, wait here, police are coming, don't leave," are such ways you can verbally detain the perpetrator. If that is not possible or safe, try to memorize everything you can about the perpetrator. Take a picture of the fleeing perpetrator with your cell phone, but do not fight the perpetrator. If safe, move the victim away from the perpetrator. Possibly stand between the perpetrator and the victim. Next, verbally comfort the victim with reassuring statements, such as, "Help is on the way. You are safe now. I am here to help you." But don't leave the victim alone to chase after or to punish the perpetrator. Your primary concern is the well-being of the victim, not to be law enforcement. The police's job is to catch the criminal. Stay with the victim until professional help arrives. Try not to touch the victim unless they need immediate medical assistance. An adult has violated the child. Your touching, no matter how benevolent, may add to the victim's feelings of being violated and may become traumatic for the child. It is important for the victim to regain control over himself or herself, no matter how young they are. In the victim's confused state of mind, your touching may implicate you in the victimization of that child. Next, once professional help arrives, stay out of their way and let their training and expertise handle the situation. Then, report the entire incident in full detail to your superiors in the sports program where you coach. Now let's talk about the situation where a child reports abuse to you alone and there is clear evidence of the abuse, such as bruising, wounds, or the child looks physically sick. We advocate the following procedures. First, place a call to the state welfare agency. Each state has their own phone number for such reporting. You should have this phone number in your directory if you coach youth. The National Child Abuse Hotline is 1-800-4A-CHILD. Let me repeat that. 1-800, the number 4, A-C-H-I-L-D. Next, if one or more of your superiors in the sports program is available, you may feel more comfortable being in their presence or witnessing them as they call the state or national child welfare agency. If there are no superiors available at the time you make the call to the state agency, then as soon as possible report your observations and your actions to your superiors in the sports program where you are a coach. Tell them you contacted the state welfare agency. If we've learned one thing from the Penn State tragedy, do not depend on your superiors in the sports program to relieve you of your ethical duty to report the abuse. Be present when they make that call. If that is somehow not possible, then you should call the state agency yourself anyway. Next, follow up with the child and with your superiors to make sure the child is safe. If you still feel the child is in danger and you have to leave the child, it's the end of your day or you need to go home, then call again 911. Now let's talk about the situation where a child confides in you that they have been abused or are being abused, but you cannot observe physical signs of that abuse, or in situations where the child does not report abuse directly to you, but you suspect abuse because of behavioral signs. The procedures to follow are: 1. Discuss your concerns with your superiors in the sports program where you coach. If you are the highest authority in the program, discuss your concerns with other staff members. Collect information on what others have seen or observed. Next, if you continue to suspect abuse, consult a mental health professional, counselor, medical professional, or a minister associated with your team and discuss your concerns. Next, encourage one or more of the professionals just mentioned to gently investigate your concerns with the child directly. Follow up with the outcome of that discussion. Then, discuss your concerns with the parents of the child. If you still suspect the existence of child abuse, place a call to the Child Welfare Agency in your state or the National Child Abuse Hotline. Professionals will respond and they will investigate the possibility of child abuse. Lastly, to all coaches, schools, sports organizations, and training centers, we advise you and your coaches to become certified ethical youth coaches. The Ethical Youth Coach Certification is a first-of-its-kind certification program that develops, educates, trains, and qualifies coaches who are in the lives of our children. Procedures to become certified are detailed on our website, www.ethicalyouthcoaching.com. Becoming certified sends a loud message to parents and to the general public that you are safe and qualified to coach their children. Thank you for watching this video, and always look to the Center for Ethical Youth Coaching for useful tools to help you be an ethical, safe, and successful coach.